Hi, I'm Keith Boykin, and today's Black History Month book is The New Jim Crow by Michelle Alexander. Michelle Alexander was on her way to work one day at the ACLU's Racial Justice Project in Northern California when she noticed a bright orange sign that said, "The drug war is the new Jim Crow." Most people think that the war on drugs began in response to the crack cocaine epidemic of the 1980s. But in reality, Alexander notes, the crack cocaine epidemic happened after the war on drugs. The war on drugs began at a time when illegal drug use was on the decline. In less than 30 years, the U.S. prison population exploded from 300,000 to 2 million, and drug convictions accounted for the majority of that increase. The U.S. now has the highest incarceration rate of any country in the world. We don't have the highest crime rate, we have the highest incarceration rate. And no other country incarcerates such a significant percentage of its racial and ethnic minorities. It was Richard Nixon who launched the first war on drugs 50 years ago. By the time Ronald Reagan launched his war on drugs in 1982, less than 2% of the US population thought that drugs was the most important issue facing the nation. Until 1988, 1 year in prison was the maximum penalty for possession of any drug. After 1988, the law changed, creating mandatory minimums of 5 years in prison for possession of cocaine base and expanding the use of the death penalty for drug-related offenses. The effects of mass incarceration and the war on drugs are devastating to Black communities. Hundreds of thousands of Black men are unable to be good fathers to their children, not because they lack the desire, but because they are warehoused in prisons, locked in cages. Today, there are more African American adults under correctional control than the number who were enslaved in 1850. The new Jim Crow is a compelling argument for why we must end the war on drugs and the policies of mass incarceration. I'm Keith Boykin. Happy Black History Month.